Okay, so I'm talking about AI, so I had to go and touch grass in order to wash away my sins. How to get locally generated weapon concepts. So this is AI, but it's running entirely on your machine, and it's going to work for Intel, AMD, or NVIDIA without all of the headaches. I will leave a link in the description for you to head over to my Patreon, and then at the bottom, you're going to be able to download Stability Matrix. I prefer to use it because it takes the pain out of using Comfy UI. Now I'll quickly go over what you need to do. You get Stability Matrix, download it, open the zip file. I recommend heading over to your desktop and creating a folder, call it Stability Matrix, and that's where you'll unzip the zip file of Stability Matrix. Then you click on the exe, it will run, you go through the entire process to set it up. Once you're done with that, you click and launch Stability Matrix. That's going to give you access to Comfy UI. Head over to Add Package, look for Comfy UI. I already have it installed, but you'll be able to find it here. And then you will download and get Comfy UI running. So let me quickly launch it, and it's going to launch Comfy UI, but we don't need to do any of the hard work. And the great thing about this is that even if you're on AMD, you won't need to struggle through pain. Once that's done, we want to go over into the Inference tab. Inference is where we're going to actually do our prompting. Now, I'm going to click this, drag and drop it here, and it's going to show you the image, and it's going to show the prompt that I used, as well as on the left side, it's going to show the model that I used and all the other details. Now here I kept everything at baseline. I only added in the prompt, the negative prompt, and then I added in the model that I'm using. Now, models are around 10 to 20 gigabytes. To get the model, all you have to do is head over to the model browser. So inside of the model browser, you can see that there are all kinds of different models. You can just pick one with a style that you like. I highly recommend change the model type to checkpoint so that because checkpoints are really what you use as like your main image models. Anyway, once you're done with that, go back to inference. Once you have, inside of this model, you click and you'll be able to find the model that you want to use there. YouTube, please forgive me. Now that you've done that, I personally prefer to use Juggernaut Excel because it's pretty good at getting the job done. Now I'm going to show you a simple example. So let's say you want to think of, let's say, a fantasy katana. So all I'm going to do is I've deleted both the prompt and negative prompt. I'm just going to type a fantasy katana. With just that as the prompt, I'm going to head over to generate image, and it's now starting to load up. Don't worry, the first time you load up the model, it takes a bit of time, but once it's loaded in, generating images is very quick. And now it is basically, and there we are. So now I've just generated this as a baseline concept. Also, this looks kind of fire. Anyway, this is a basic katana that it has generated for me. And you can see it. It is definitely AI generated, but it's all generated locally on your PC without any struggle. And you can make some big adjustments to it. Just from here, I'm going to make some adjustments. A fantasy katana, full stop, space. It has a red hilt, full stop, space. And what else? It has a bronze blade. Those are like some super basic ones. And then I'm going to go generate image with same seed. Just double click that. And it's cycling through once again. And it's done. And now I have this piece of basic concept art. It has correctly done the red hilt, which is not too bad. And yeah, the blade is now made of bronze. It's kind of changed from a silvery steel color. Essentially, this is just concept art. This is not like production ready, but in case you want to get your creative juices, this is a great way to put it. Now I'm going to make one more prompt. I'm going to come in and I'm going to say a fantasy, let me say hammer, and I will leave it at that. Just a fantasy hammer, and I won't ask for anything else. Do a quick generation. And just like that, it has completely finished generating this. So it does keep the red hilt, and you can keep making adjustments to this in case you want to create stuff for like your video game or any production. It can help you visualize. Anyway, now that I'm done with this, I think I'm done with AI tutorials for a bit. I'm going to show you how to work inside of Blender because you need to turn this into some actual usable stuff.